And this is a prime example of the blind leading the blind. You are a porn star, ma'am.
Bruh.
Yeah.
You shouldn't even be talking about marriage.
Realmatic Podcast.
We got Mia Khalifa. Mia Khalifa talks about marriage. I haven't watched this video.
You haven't watched the video?
No, I haven't.
Oh, brother.
Get into it, man.
Bro.
Oh, we're comparing stats. Baby girl doesn't know that I am Tom Brady at this game. Married at 18, divorced at 21. Second marriage, married at 25, divorced at 28. Third engagement, engaged at 29, ended it at 30, but I kept the ring. I'm still keeping Tom Brady on his toes. We should not be afraid to leave these men. We are not stuck with these people. Marriage is not a sanctimonious thing. It is paperwork. It's something, it's a commitment you make to someone. But if you feel like you're not getting anything from that commitment and you're trying, you gotta go. You gotta go. You have to go. I know it's difficult to fill out paperwork and to make appointments and to do all of these things, but this is your fucking life. Do you want to be stuck with someone? Period.
She wasn't lying though. Like, I thought this was gonna be a whole different way. She kind of wasn't lying.
Okay, so when listening to this, we know what Mia Khalifa is known for.
Yes.
Correct? It's the way that you kind of like feel about that. You're like, you seem very happy that you've been through these processes of multiple marriages and or have failed at this, and you feel like it's some type of I did this. Like you wasn't in love with that dude, or you didn't care about him, or you didn't want to, like, you didn't put the time and effort in these marriages and engagements. Oh, it's nothing. It's just paperwork. You didn't think that way before. You wasn't thinking that way before when you got married no, you weren't thinking that way before, but you did it 4 times, basically. Like that. Look, marriage is paperwork, and it is a agreement between two people, right? You ain't about to sit here and just try to downplay it like you haven't been through it and you feel like it's stupid to do. Don't do it. And look, there is the point in there. You don't want to get trapped with somebody who you don't feel like you can continue and grow with. That is true. That is completely true, and that's a logical way of thinking about things. Some things, if you can't work it out, if you can't see it being worked out, or you can't get to that point, things may need to be done. Divorce, whatever it is, may need to happen. But we're not about to sit here and try to downplay it like you haven't been doing this and trying and like it's some big achievement, bro. Shut up. That's weird.
Yeah.
Marlon, so you said that she's kind of right. Like, what did you mean by that?
I think from the ideology of the fact that if you're not happy in a situation, I feel like it is your right in most capacity to leave. Relationships take work, but at the same time, through unforeseen circumstances, you can find yourself stuck with a person or stuck in a situation or having kids with a person. It can happen so quick. So her spot about just saying that if you feel like you're not happy in whatever spot that you're in, it is in all your powers to leave. Does it diminish the time that you was with that person and things like that? Absolutely. But like I said, only you know how much you're willing to take and deal with in a situation with new people every time. You see what I'm saying?
Mm.
So I think that it's a interesting message but wrong messenger. I feel like if somebody else would have said that, it'd have been more better perceived. But it's Mia Khalifa. And now I'm gonna say it again. Why are we taking advice from a hoe? let me stop, bro. But yeah, like I somewhat get it.
My thing is the message interesting? What did she really say? Like, let's break that down. She's basically saying if you don't want to be married, don't be married. So the counter to that is if you want to be married, then get married. It's that simple. If you don't want to be married, don't get married. So there's this weird obsession with downplaying marriage in today's society. Everybody wants to talk about how bad it is. Everybody wants to talk about how it's a contractual agreement and, you know, the man loses in the end and divorces are bad and all this and that. If you're afraid of getting married, don't get married. If you don't like marriage, you probably shouldn't talk about it. And with her, she's a serial failed, what do you call it? Marriage person? I don't know what the fuck it's called.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. It's just like you've been in multiple relationships, multiple marriages, and you failed. You probably shouldn't talk about it. You don't know what you're talking about.
Because you haven't felt success from it, is what I
You
feel.
don't know what success looks like. And this is a prime example of the blind leading the blind. You are a porn star, ma'am. Bruh.
Yeah.
You shouldn't even be talking about marriage. Let's keep it above. Like, you shouldn't, that's not your bag. Your bag is getting on that camera and you know what I'm saying?
What you do,
Doing
yeah.
that shit. That's your bag. Not talking about marriage, not talking about lifelong commitment and being monogamous and staying with someone through thick and thin. That's not your bag. So you shouldn't even be talking about that. So I hear what she's trying to say. I get it, but she's not saying anything. Like, she's crying over spilled milk. Yeah, we get it. You know, if you're in a relationship and you don't like it, then move on. Whoop-de-doo. Everybody knows that. And to say that marriage is just paperwork, that's not true. And that's coming from somebody that's not even married. Bruh. So it's like, we got to stop this shit, man. Stop the whole narrative of marriage is trash and, oh, you're going to lose everything. It's like, bro, if you don't want to get married, don't get married. I know people right now that's married and they don't complain. They do not complain. They are living good lives. Like, what are we doing, bro?
Yeah, man. Blind lead the blind, bro.
She in the wrong bag, man.
She was smoking that blunt, bro. She had that blunt, bro.
Yeah, she was chiefing.
Big chiefing.
Hey, man, speaking of chiefing, man.
Realmatic Podcast.